Ladies and gentlemen, this show to me was nothing. This shit was not even special. This shit was complete garbage. I really don't care about what nobody has to say.
Oh, when the Undertaker showed up and Triple H's announced it, well, Stephanie won and AJ Lee just had her first match.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about that shit, number one. You know what I'm saying? And if you like that, go ahead. I'm not shaming you. But in reality, that's not going to make the show so fucking special. What make the show special is our World Heavyweight Champions main eventing the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we have to see John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, all because the WWE wants to produce content. I don't like that shit. It's really getting annoying at this point. You know what I'm saying? Wait till we have Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels at Saudi Arabia. They're going to have, oh, well, these two facing the Attitude Era. He almost had a confrontation of ruthless aggression. It's all fucking content. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar has no meaning, has no feel, has no fucking beat behind it. What? Because Lesnar's jealous because Cena was a 16-time world champion and took his table? Who gives a shit? Because if Cena was, well, let me tell you something. If Brock Lesnar never left, he would have been 16-time world champion. But Lesnar became successful in New Japan and UFC. So, I mean, this is just fucking scripted. So I don't think Lesnar gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But reality, you know what I'm saying? Who cares? So we start off with Triple H. I am the gamer. Welcome to ESPN. Are you guys ready? No. I said, are you ready? Yeah, that regular shit, you know what I'm saying? We get to that. He says, welcome to ESPN. The only reason they're at ESPN, because they sucked ass on Fox and on Netflix with their fucking ratings. I'm surprised they're still on Raw still. You know what I'm saying? Fox just got rid of them. And you think them going to ESPN is going to switch everything up? No, I understand wrestling had it in the 80s and the 90s and all that shit. But let's be honest here. Nobody gives a fuck if you go to ESPN. They're going there because Fox got rid of them because they can't draw any numbers. They're at 1 million a week. And nobody wants to watch this shit. It's ridiculous. So we started with the first match. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Paul Heyman comes out. He says, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you the reigning, the legendary, one of the best world champions, a new champion, New Japan world champion, the UFC heavyweight champion, the Royal Rumble winner, the nigga will beat your ass wrestler, Brock Lesnar. I actually like his announcement, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Lesnar comes out there and does his thing, and Cena comes out in yellow bright looking like a banana. All the fans come out there for his entrance. I think it was a cool entrance. I like it. You know what I'm saying? These two had good entrances tonight. But we get into this fucking match, and Brock Lesnar starts by beating the shit out of Cena. Damn. He beats the shit out of Cena and hits him with 2 German suplexes. Cena tries to do the AA, but gets clothesline, right? Cena eventually gets up. He starts brawling back and hits 3 shoulder pushes. Eventually, he gets Lesnar down with the third one, because you know, Lesnar's fucking huge, right? And, you know what I'm saying? Cena then eventually hits 3 attitude adjustments, right? And Brock Lesnar kicks out. Brock Lesnar gets up and hits Cena with 3 to 6 F5s. All the fans start crying, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, is he going to end this retirement tour for good? Yo, he's going to fucking kill him. You know, taking all these F5s at 50 years old, 48, it's fucking impressive. It's really insane. I'm surprised Cena really stuck through it and he's still walking after the match. So Lesnar gets the win. 1, 2, 3. Lesnar wins the match. He then attacks the referee and beats his ass because that's what Brock Lesnar does. And Brock Lesnar does whatever the fuck Brock Lesnar wants to do. That's just how it goes. That's how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Up next, we get the Usos versus the Fiend. I will call them the losers because there's nothing visionary about these fucking jobbers. Like, that's the only thing that's good about Braun. He has a good spirit and probably will beat your ass. Braun's Reach is a fat dude. Like, well, I'm here. I'm the tribal thief. Acknowledge me. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking jabroni. Go lose some goddamn weight, you fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna take these guys serious. You know what I'm saying? So these guys start brawling backstage and arguing. And Adam Pearce says, hey, you guys knock it the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Starts yelling at him like, get out of here! You know what I'm saying? So he tells LA Knight, you're going to be the guest referee tonight. Because I need some help, and I'm afraid all my referees are going to get beat up by these guys. You know, because they're so small, and this fucking feud's gonna be hot. Them niggas are already gonna tear each other's heads apart. So we need somebody strong and big, like LA Knight. I went for a Stone Cold Steve Austin in there instead. With Stone Cold, the Undertaker could break that shit up. Oh shit. Yeah, man. So yeah, we do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we get to the match. We start off with the match by Jimmy Uso start beating up on Bronson Reed with chairs. Bronson Reed starts getting up and starts beating his ass, right? Because Bronson's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? So he starts tripping. So Braun Breaker then eventually trips Jimmy Uso outside of the ring. It was fucking hilarious because he was trying to go for the one move. Shit was hilarious, right? So then eventually he hits 2 drop kicks to Braun Breaker. Paul Heyman then tosses Braun Breaker the chair, and LA Knight accidentally gets almost hit by the chair by Jay. Jay says, yo, I'm sorry, man, my bad. You know what I'm saying? LA Knight looks fucking furious, right? Then he starts beating up on Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker gets up, starts beating up Jey Uso, and he starts leaking blood. It's fucking insane, you know what I'm saying? So Jey Uso gets speared with his brother to the fucking table by Braun. So Braun hits the fucking double spear on the Usos. I really wanted to see this tonight. Braun Breaker hitting this double spear on the Usos. This was fucking cool, man. But still, man, I still wanted fucking Jay to turn on his brother. But they got their asses torn apart. So hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. Up next, we get Io Sky versus Stephanie Foucault for the vacant women's championship. These women start brawling and hit moves with each other, and then Io Sky gets up and hits a backflip and dropkicks Stephanie. She hits the back knee breaker to Stephanie. Io eventually in the match gets kneed into the stomach after she tries to hit the fucking elbow drop, right? Stephanie then hits the dropkick, hits the devil's kiss, man. This move was fucking legendary, man. I ain't gonna lie. Imagine eating your bitch from the back, right? This is exactly what it's like, right? And she just slams your head and it turns you on. You know how a bitch gets aggressive, right? And you're in bed and shit, right? Man, that shit will turn the motherfucker on. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, Io Sky hits the running knee and then misses the moonsault, right? So she hits her fucking leg. I think she's injuring her knee right now. I think she's in an injured knee situation right now. So Stephanie hits the backflip, whatever the move is, and then wins the Fake Women's World title. A lot of people are hating on Stephanie Foucault because she's doing the devil merchandise. They think she's part of the demons, promoting Illuminati, the devils, and all the other shit in her clothes. But she's been working hard. You know what I'm saying? She's been working her ass off, so I got to give her the win. I got to give her the W. This guy sucks. You know, she can pronounce English more than fucking Oscar. Oscar's got to come out and say, you got Kyrie Zane having a heart attack and shit, crying and shit. It's just really, it's really ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Io Sky barely could fucking entertain me. She did good in the ring. I would give her a month title reign. But you have to have her hold the title until July. I said she loses at WrestleMania to Bianca Belair so she could go on to have a feud with Naomi. But nobody wants to listen to me. It's really ridiculous. So we're in a situation now. But if Stephanie being champion, this could be the fucking road, for Liv Morgan to come back, get that championship. We can have that feud. We get these 2 sexy women in there because those 2 look sexy. Stephanie Foucault and Liv Morgan are the most sexiest in WWE. Anybody wants to debate? If you guys want to debate with me in the comments, let me know. I don't care. You're not going to make me change my mind one bit, buddy. I'm sorry to tell you this. You feel me? So yeah, bro. I mean, AJ Lee being the championship, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. If she wants to compete for the championship, that's fine. But people need to stop hyping her up like she's a legend. You know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? Up next, Stephanie McMahon is that the ESPN event, man. I love Stephanie, man. She's always entertaining me growing up. You feel me? I kind of miss her in the fucking storylines, bro. She needs to get back in that mode. She needs to run for manager. Like, she needs to go out there and bully Adam Pearce. She takes that position. You know what I'm saying? She takes that position or whatever. You know what I mean? And she goes out there and makes the babyface's lives a miserable hell. We need to get back to that level. You know what I'm saying? Raw shit. Like Raw's been empty without Stephanie. In my opinion, we need her back on TV. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So, The Undertaker comes out on his fucking motorcycle. The fucking snake. He comes out there. He says, let me sit down, Stephanie. Move over. So he tells her that at 2026 to the Hall of Fame. So Stephanie McMahon is going to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm actually glad she's in the Hall of Fame. I'm actually glad she deserves it. I am proud of Stephanie. She's actually one of the best entertainers I've seen growing up. She deserves it. Like, it's been 20 years in the making. Literally 20 years in the making. In my fucking personal opinion, it's been 20 years, man. 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? She deserves this shit. And I don't care what nobody say. But at the same time, it's fucking crazy to me. She got inducted in before Vince. And Vince McMahon created all this shit, right? So he should have been in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion, by 2006. That would have been about 24 years of service for Vince. You know what I'm saying? So about 2006, 2004, that would have been a good time. Vince McMahon, the WWE Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Because he deserves it. And without him, there would have been no WWE Hall of Fame shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, let's move on, right? We get the fucking match with CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. We start with the match by Becky running from AJ Lee, and she starts tagging in Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch kiss each other, right? CM Punk eventually disrupts it and hits the suicide dive to Seth Rollins and flies him to the announcer's desk. It was fucking hilarious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Seth Rollins starts beat up on CM Punk, and Becky Lynch hits the slap while the referee is distracted. Seth Rollins eventually grabs Becky to hit the fucking what was it? The moonsault move or whatever to CM Punk, and then she misses, right? Because he gets out of the way. He gets out of the way and shit, right? So that's what happens, and she hits herself. She hits herself in the fucking stomach. She hurts herself, right? It was fucking hilarious, right? AJ Lee tries to get tagged into the match, and then Becky Lynch grabs her leg. Grabs her leg and throws her out the ring. Seth Rollins starts mocking AJ Lee's walk and says, "Welcome back, AJ," and does a little walk. This was fucking hilarious. See, one thing about Seth Rollins, he's fucking hilarious. He can be annoying with his song, but he's fucking hilarious. CM Punk hits the sharpshooter on Seth Rollins, and AJ Lee hits the Black Widow on Becky Lynch. And then after this shit, they hit double pedigrees, right? From Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. This was cool as hell. Seth Rollins gets hit with the curb stop and starts punching hold on a second. One of these niggas get hit with the curb stop, right? And eventually AJ Lee hits the Black Widow on Becky Lynch and gets the win. She wins her first match. Everybody knows that CM Punk and AJ Lee were going to win. You know, AJ Lee is going to get her first win in 10 years. Triple H's not going to allow this match to happen without AJ Lee getting her first win. So it's going to happen tonight. What do we do moving forward? I think we should end this feud and have CM Punk feud with Seth for the fucking title. I will have these two go on to do separate feuds until Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble. So yeah, I got some shit after this pay-per-view. I don't know what we will do. Up next, we get the main event. Cody Rhodes, the WWE Champion, versus Drew McIntyre. We started with the match by Drew McIntyre pushing Cody Rhodes to the turnbuckle. He tries to hold back, but eventually he elbows Cody Rhodes into the head. Cody Rhodes then hits an early Cody cutter. Drew McIntyre kicks out, and Drew McIntyre hits Cody Rhodes in the fucking spine into the turnbuckle, right? It looked painful. He then hits the Alabama Slam to the steel steps. It was really fucking painful. It looked cool. He hits the white nose from the top rope to Cody Rhodes. That looked fucking crazy. See, Drew McIntyre got some fire-ass moves, man. Like the one finisher he had last night on SmackDown. What the hell was it called, man? What was that finisher that Drew McIntyre had last night on Raw? What was it? What the hell was it? I don't even know what it was, but that shit was dope as hell. You feel me? You hit somebody in the head, and it's over with. You feel me? They're just knocked out completely. Cody Rhodes hits the crossroads, and then Drew McIntyre kicks out. He then hits the Claymore kick, and then Cody Rhodes kicks out. Cody Rhodes hits the second crossroads to fucking Drew McIntyre, and then retains the WWE Championship. This is some fucking bullshit. Drew McIntyre put on a good show. They at least